What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're breaking down episode 4 of The Last of Us. Now after the death of Joel, I feel like the series is moving in a completely new direction, and I'm loving it. I miss Joel, but I'm also intrigued to see what is going to be happening in Seattle. In this episode, we get our first look. Now as we get into this thing, I just want to say that episode 4 of The Last of Us, season 2, it just delivered tension, emotion, and some seriously grim foreshadowing. Isaac proves he's a force to be reckoned with, Ellie's secret finally comes out, and we may be looking at the Scars as the most terrifying faction yet. This episode opens with a flashback to 2018. Fedra is still in power in Seattle, and we're introduced to a new major player, Isaac, the future leader of the WLF. What's chilling here is how the Fedra troops mockingly refer to citizens as voters, a brutal reminder that their democratic rights were stripped long ago. In a tense standoff, Isaac tries diplomacy at first. He approaches a blocked-off street where a resistance group led by a woman called Hanrahan has set up a barricade. She immediately recognizes who he is. In a move that shows just how ruthless Isaac can be, he casually tosses 2 grenades into their caravan, blowing up the truck. The soldier he brought with him is clearly shaken, but Isaac coldly tells him it's time for him to make a choice. Either fall in line or get left behind. It's a haunting intro that shows us Isaac isn't just a tactician, he's an extremist willing to cross every line. Back in present-day Seattle, we catch up with Ellie and Dina, traveling through what appears to be a relatively calm city. Though we know that won't last. There's a moment where we see Dina possibly taking a pregnancy test, hinting at big things to come. While riding horseback, they pass a massive radar dish with giant letters spelling out WLF. Ellie, ever impulsive, wants to investigate right away, but Dina reins her in. They take refuge in an old music store, which gives us one of the episode's most emotional callbacks to the video game. Ellie finds a guitar and starts to play, a touching reminder of Joel, who taught her how to play. Dina quietly listens, and the moment is tender, heartfelt, and pulled directly from the game. It's a scene that subtly shows how much Ellie still carries Joel with her, and how deeply Dina understands her. Meanwhile, we return to Isaac in a grim setting. He's now in a rundown kitchen interrogating a man chained to the wall. This is where we learn that Isaac sees the Scars, also known as the Seraphites, as a growing threat. He questions the man about their location and next attack. When the man refuses to give up information and claims they'll win regardless, Isaac burns his hand with a hot copper pan and then coldly shoots him. It's brutal, but again, it shows how committed Isaac is to eliminating his enemies. The WLF have superior firepower and medical supplies, but the Scars are mysterious and unpredictable, and that is what scares them. As night falls, Ellie and Dina sneak into an abandoned building. Inside, they find a dead WLF soldier riddled with arrows, and a gruesome scene. 5 bodies hanging from the ceiling, gutted, with "Feel Her Love" scrawled in blood on the wall. It's stomach-turning, and Dina is visibly shaken. Ellie suspects that this could be the work of the Scars. They come across a radio broadcasting on the same signal as the WLF just as a squad of soldiers storms the room. Ellie hides upstairs and Dina ducks under a desk. One soldier hears something and goes to investigate, only for Ellie to ambush him. But another soldier quickly finds her until Dina saves the day with a clean shot. The chase is on. They escape through a window, duck into a narrow tunnel, and end up in an old abandoned subway station. It's here the show shifts into full horror mode. The soldiers are still after them, but suddenly they start to hear the infected, and then dozens and dozens come charging. Ellie and Dina are forced into an old train car as infected slam against the glass. The infected break through. Dina climbs out through the roof hatch while Ellie is covering her. As Ellie climbs up, still shooting, the infected keep coming. They race up an escalator, only for Ellie to get stuck in a rusted gate. Dina is on the other side, helpless as an infected rushes her. In a jaw-dropping moment, Ellie shoves her own arm into the infected's mouth, letting it bite her to save Dina. It's an emotionally intense reminder of her immunity and her willingness to sacrifice herself. Dina kills the infected and drags Ellie to safety. They make it back to the surface, but Dina is terrified. She pulls a gun on Ellie, convinced she's going to turn. That forces Ellie to finally reveal the truth about her immunity. She tells Dina to keep the gun pointed at her while she sleeps, just in case. Ellie wakes up in the middle of the night and shows Dina the bite mark, still unchanged. That's when Dina drops a bombshell of her own. She's pregnant. Overcome with emotion, she kisses Ellie. It's raw, honest, and powerful. In the morning, they share an intimate conversation about past bites, hidden truths, and what the future might hold. Not just for their relationship, but for the baby. The show makes hint that the baby could be Jesse's. They decide to keep moving forward together. This was another very solid episode for season 2. It was a slow burn that ramps up into full chaos by the final act. The scars are being built up as something terrifying and fanatical, especially with their violent rituals and blood-soaked messages. I am very intrigued to learn more about her, the deity or leader that they seem to be worshiping. And Isaac, he's shaping up to be the most dangerous human antagonist this season. His mix of charm and cruelty makes him unpredictable and deadly. The emotional weight of this episode, especially the music store scene and Ellie's confession, hit very hard. Ellie and Dina's bond feels authentic and complex. One of the big questions that I have moving forward to the next episode is what exactly is Abby's role in all of this? With Ellie and Dina now fully committed to each other, and the WLF and Scars both hunting them, there's no turning back. What did you think of Isaac's choices? And are the Scars the biggest threat yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.